Good morning, everyone. It's Becca with Text Divine Guide 1111. This is going to be a fast one. I know I say that every time, and it still comes out to 25 minutes or so. But I'm not going to use my camera this morning. And, for those of you who watch my videos, um, when I'm home, I always use my camera. If I'm at work, I use my phone. But this morning, I have a doctor's appointment, so I kind of have to be out of here quick today. So I'm using my phone because it actually uploads faster on my phone than with my camera. I don't know what the deal with that is. It drives me crazy because it takes like an hour and a half to upload one video, and it's just so much faster on my phone. So for the purposes of this, because I do have, to get somewhere, I'm going to do it on my phone for today. And, we're going to do this really, really quick. So what this reading is going to be on, yesterday I did messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. But today I want to specifically draw some cards from spirit. I want spirit to just give me some messages as to what what they have to say about what messages do they want to give the divine feminine. Okay, what does spirit have to say? What messages do they want to give you about this connection, concerning this connection? So that is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to pull mostly angel cards, since these are messages from spirit specifically. I'm going to pull quite a few angel cards, but I'll pull a couple of other ones, but yeah, they'll mostly be angel cards, just to kind of see what messages spirit has to say. Now, one thing you don't see on camera is I do have a routine that I do before I even start recording. And since we're already here and I am in a rush, I'm going to go ahead and just do this real quick on camera. Usually I do it a little more thoroughly, but we're in a rush today. So Spirit, can we please just cleanse this space here? I am using Palo Santo. I'll clean my decks a little more thoroughly, but again, right now, there's not a whole lot of time. And then I actually use this oil, which is called Psychic Reinforcement. I get this from Inexplicable Things. Now, this oil, okay, this oil is awesome because what it does is, I put it on my third eye, or I'll put it on my pulse points. And what it does is it really brings in spirit, okay? That's what it does. I am actually a very highly intuitive person to begin with. I am not a medium. I do not hear spirit, okay? I don't hear them. I cannot talk to them. But what I do have is they give me these deep feelings within me, and it's through those deep feelings that I'm able to be guided through those feelings. I've always had it. Always. I have always had that since I was a child. It's even been a problem in every relationship I've ever been in because anybody I was ever with could never hide anything from me, because I'll tell you what, it's just that intuition was always just very strong. This oil actually just helps it to be even stronger. So when I am connecting, or channeling, I'm, like I said, I'm already intuitive to begin with. And that oil just really, really helps me even more. It really brings in spirit even more. So this is also a very good oil for, if you are in school and you study, this here will really help to help you obtain the information, okay? So it's just, you can use it, not through just divination purposes, but you can actually use this, for the physical world, in the 3D, if you are studying and stuff like that. So it's just really, really a good oil. I will place a link to where I get this oil. I put it, like I said, I put it on my third eye, I put it on my pulse points, and, this is how, I already connect with spirit anyways, but it helps me to draw in spirit more. It brings spirit closer. So anyways, all right, let's go ahead and get started with this reading. Where do I want to start? Okay, let's start with this one. I'm not going to pull a lot of cards, just a few messages, okay? Just a few messages. Spirit, can you please just give me some messages that you would like to send to the Divine Feminine regarding their twin flame journey, regarding their connection. What kind of advice or what kind of positive energies do you want to send to them? Or even if it is a challenging energy, what is it that you feel that they need to know? Okay, let's go. Okay. Messages for the Divine Feminine, specifically for her connection. This deck is a little hard to shuffle. It is so thick. There is a debate about shuffling and then breaking your cards. You know how some readers will break them into 3 parts and then just kind of draw that way. That's something that you never really see me do. I did do it yesterday in my video. That's something I never do. And here's the reason why I'm feeling this card. One of the reasons why I don't do that is because there is a debate in readers about whether or not when you break, if it's breaking the energy or not. So for me and my personal self, I do not break the cards because when I'm shuffling, I want the energy to stay in the cards. I don't want to break the energy. So that's why you hardly ever see me. That's why you hardly ever see me break my cards. Now, sometimes when there is a deck that is thick like this, or like one that I used yesterday, that one wasn't so much thick. They were just long, and my hands can't fit, in order to shuffle. So I had to shuffle and break with that deck because my hands, I actually have very small hands, and I just cannot shuffle them. So, but that is one of the reasons why you don't see me really shuffling and breaking, because I just do not want to break the energy. That's just my personal thing. Not everybody thinks that way, because you do see a lot of people that do break, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's all in the perceptive of the reader or the person shuffling. Okay, so that's just one of the reasons why I never do it, because I just don't want to break the energy. All right, so let's go ahead and go with these cards. So the first card that we have is the Dreamer, and this is the Radley Valentine deck. This is his new deck. The Dreamer is the Fool. Okay, so it says, take a leap of faith, follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, so like for some of you that maybe had watched my video yesterday, I was saying how, if you are not in communication with your divine masculine, if you know that they're not really talking to you, just send an emoji maybe, just something that's, send a little light-hearted flirt, take a leap of faith. This is just, this is saying take a leap of faith. If you're not in communication, just send a little something, okay? Not this whole story or this big paragraph. No. Don't do that. Just a little light-hearted, flirt, okay? And even for those of you who are in communication, just take a leap of faith, follow your dreams, and unexpected opportunities will happen, okay? And that's what this card is saying. So follow your dreams, okay? I know that this journey is sometimes testing. It is very testing. But, follow your dreams. Just continue to take the leap of faith, okay? And when you do that, unexpected things will happen. Okay, so let's go on to the next message. We have the Queen of Earth. It says, make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Okay? So, Spirit just wants to give you the message that you need to take a little bit of time. You know, yes, it's good to be in, in the energy of your twin flame, okay? This card says take a leap of faith, follow your dreams, okay? So yes, Spirit does want you to do that, but Spirit also wants you to not always, 100% of the time just be concentrating on your connection. They want you to also pay attention to, other things that are going on around you, okay? Be sensible. Take a sensible approach. And deal with challenges in a kind and loving manner. Now, this also says be thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible, okay? So, be sensible. Be creative. That is the Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So, she is thoughtful, she's creative, she's warm, she's sensible. We are queens, okay? We are queens. Be like the Queen of Pentacles. Be in your own power is what that's saying. Not constantly always just in this connection, but in all the connections around you, in your creative connections, okay? Because she's creative. Be in your own, whatever it is that you do in your livelihood, be sensible to that and, approach it sensibly and make time for it. In other words, what this is saying is build yourself, okay? Become the queen that you are. That's what this is saying. All in all, that's what this is saying. Okay, so the next one we have the Page of Fire, which is the Page of Wands. Okay, so this says be outgoing, be creative. Oh, wow, this one says be creative too. Okay, be outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. Ooh, okay. All right, it says news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Okay. All right, so listen, with these three cards, what I'm really, really getting is that, if you've watched my twin flame video, I have explained all of these stages, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, the hardest stage to get out of is stage 6, okay? Stage 6 is a bitch. It is hard to get out of that stage. But once you are able to get out of stage 6 and reach stage 7, which is surrender and dissolution, when you get to that stage, it's because you have become awakened. Okay, that is when you are awakened, and that's when you realize that, you know what, you don't need your twin flame. That is the point where you realize that you are an independent queen and you can do anything that you put your mind to. Okay, listen, just really, 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 really quick. It was through my separation with my twin flame that led me to where I am today, with being a reader, with being, with building my own channel. Okay, this would not be happening had I not, come into separation with my twin. And it took me a very, very long time to get out of stage 6. But when I did get out of stage 6 and I did surrender, this is the result. I know that I can do anything now. I don't need him to survive. Now, I do obviously hope and dream, we're always going to be a dreamer. Now, I do hope and dream that one day that, he can become enlightened and that we can come back into union. I'm enlightened, but he is not. So until that happens, all I can do is continue to raise my vibration and continue to do what it is that makes me happy and that I'm passionate about, and to help folks like you, with your path. Okay, so I really feel like that's what all of this is saying. All of this is saying that it's basically a push into those of you that are still in stage 6 to reach stage 7, okay, to be in your creative power, because this card says creativity, this one says creativity, this one is saying take a leap of faith, okay. A new and exciting endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Okay, I was saying that wrong. Ingenuity. So it's saying be creative. Do you, girl, do what makes you happy, and do what brings out your creative energies. Do it. Okay? Yes. It's good to love your twin, but it's saying to don't just stay in that energy. Concentrate, be sensible, and concentrate on other things that are around you. Okay? All right. Let's go on to the next one. Spirit, what messages do you have for the divine feminine in order to... Sorry about this. Let me move this to the side. What messages do you have for the divine feminine? Advice or encouraging words, what messages do you have for the divine feminine in regards to her connection with the divine masculine? That was really quick. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Spirit is definitely telling you to be in your power. Be the creative, strong, feminine that you can possibly be. Oh, how cute. One more card, please. One more card. So the first card that we have is Mystique, and it says, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Holy moly. Listen, that's what these other cards are also saying. Unexpected opportunities coming. This one says a new exciting endeavor. This one is saying charge ahead and expect something miraculous. Listen, it is very clear what Spirit is trying to say, okay? Spirit is trying to say, get in your power, do what you need to do. And I've said this, if you go back and watch my twin flame video that actually explains twin flames, I told you, by doing you, what happens is it raises your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, what happens? Well, then stage 1 starts coming all over again. You start yearning for the one, and then you got to remember, we are married on a spiritual level, so our souls are constantly trying to attract each other. They're being drawn to each other, but the only way to be drawn back to each other is by having a high vibration. If we are at a low vibration, then that's not going to happen. So Spirit is very, very clear what they want you to do. Okay. So then the next card that we have is, you have a special bond with animals. Look, I have a little special bond right here with mine. and look, and there are actual cats on this card. So it says you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven, not just here, but in heaven as well, are watched over by angels. So the message that they're sending you is that, they actually, Spirit is letting you know that they are actually communicating and sending you energy through your pets, okay? And not just the pets that are here on earth, but also the ones that have passed on, okay? You see my baby, and here she comes. No, ma'am. She loves mama. I'll be honest with you, there are 4 cats in this house, but you only see that one all the time because she's a mama's girl. Her name is Nisa. Her name is actually Nisa, which is after, if you are a Game of Thrones fan, which I am a Game of Thrones fan, Nisa is a character who's not actually in this in the HBO show, but she's in the books, okay? And so that's who I named her after. Nisa sacrificed herself to make this sword that's supposed to eventually, be the savior of all the realm. Okay, so anyways, she is named after Nisa, but I don't go around calling her Nisa. I just call her Nisa, but her name is Nisa. So, but just for short, I just Nisa. So anyways, let's go on to that. So yeah, this card is talking about your pets, so that's how I took off on a little tangent there. Of course, that oh my goodness. So when I'm pulling these cards, I don't really focus on them until I actually pick them up. So this card is talking about animals. This one is talking about actual babies, okay? It says, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So for those of you feminines out there who have children or who have had loss with children, Spirit is just trying to let you know, they're trying to send a message to you through me, even with your animals that you considered your children that have passed on. The Spirit is just trying to send a message through me to you that your animals and your children, your babies, are well taken care of, and the angels are really watching out for them, okay? That's beautiful. I personally don't have children, but I do have pets, and I understand the love between, just between me and my cats. They're all girls. Between me and my cats, and then the one Nisa, she's like my grandbaby because she was a litter from one of my other cats, and she was the one that I actually kept from that litter. So she's my grandbaby, and I'm actually very, very closer to her than the other ones, and it's kind of like here in life, you see grandmothers closer to their grandbabies than to their babies, so yeah, I mean, and that's how I feel with my little Nisas, so I just feel like these are beautiful messages. I really felt like Spirit really, just wanted to get a message out to you feminines out there. When it comes to your pets that you have lost or your babies that you have lost, they just wanted to send a message. They wanted to take the opportunity to take this time to send a message to you about that, to just let you know that the angels are with those pets and those babies. So that is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And I'm honored and privileged to have had that message come through. Okay, let's move on. That was absolutely beautiful. I actually have chills right now. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you have for the Divine Feminine? Okay, this one's sticking out, so I'm going to take it. Okay, so that card says compromise, which is what I also feel like the Queen of Earth was saying. It was saying to, pay attention to everything around you. I really feel like, yeah, Spirit is just confirming that, you know, compromise with all of your energies. Not just one energy, but all the energies that you take on a day-to-day basis. You know, compromise, you know, balance them, because as you can see in this card, there is an angel, and she has some scales, okay? So she's just saying, you know, to compromise and balance all of your energies, all of them, not just your twin flame energy, not just your work energy, not just your children's energy, but just all in all, what it's saying is try to balance all of it. That is how you become a divine feminine, okay? That is how you stay in your power. Okay, so these are not coming out. So I want all of you to think of a question, okay? Think of a question. And then we'll come back to that, okay? Think of a question in your mind, and then we'll come back to this. All right, let's go to this next one here. As a goddess, I'm going to use the Goddess Oracle here. As the goddesses that we are, as beautiful divine feminines, what messages, Spirit, do you want to give to these feminines? What messages and advice do you have? Sorry, of course, Nisa